Hi guys, welcome to Empath101. Empath101 is a simple series of words that you will come across in your spiritual community. It gives you the basic, however, not limited to, definition of these words. But I'm going to insert here that I have not been doing many of these because I've been bouncing back between my readings and my cleansing and this as well. I'm almost like I'm at the wee end of my awakening and things like that. So it's exciting. You can literally feel the difference. I'm sure anybody that's experienced that knows about it. So sorry. In my memory on my phone, like I was pre-recording and saving all of them, but then my readings or energy pulls are so long that it's been taking up too much space, so I've been having to not pre-record so much. But let's jump into okay, if you're seeing this video, you are wondering what a spiritual law actually is. What do we mean when we're saying spiritual laws? Let's dig into it. Spiritual laws are a set of principles or guidelines that govern the spiritual realm and influence our lives, often seen as universal truths or natural laws of the universe. They are not physical laws enforced by an external authority, but rather inherent principles that guide the flow of energy, consciousness, and experience. Understanding and aligning with these laws is believed to lead to more fulfilling and harmonious life. Let's break it down. Universal truths. Spiritual laws are often described as universal truths or principles that operate regardless of belief systems or cultural backgrounds. Influence on life. They are believed to influence our thoughts, emotions, actions, and the events that unfold in our lives, which is true. Cause and effect. Not physical laws. Unlike physical laws like gravity, spiritual laws are not visible or measurable in the same way. They are more about the underlying energetic and conscious principles that shape reality. You know, right is right, wrong is wrong. What goes up must come down, as above is below. Okay? Examples. Some commonly discussed spiritual laws include the law of attraction, the law of karma, the law of divine grace, the law of giving and receiving, and the law of free will. Free will, karma, giving and receiving. What you put out is what you get back. Okay? All right, spiritual meaning and significance, guidance and wisdom. Spiritual laws can be seen as a guide for living a more conscious and purposeful life, offering insights into how our actions and intentions create our reality. Personal growth and transformation. Aligning with spiritual laws can promote personal growth, healing, and spiritual elevation. Well, we know the vibe you're on and what you put out and your intentions, all that together automatically attracts those same type of things back to you. You know, whether it's high vibe and goodness or it's low vibe and just being a tyrant. Whatever you put out will come back. Yep. There's a tyrant amongst us. And also remember, you are in control of yourself. It don't matter what people do to you, do around you, say about you, do your way. Yeah, you might feel a little bit of the energy, especially if you're an empath. It's hard not to feel the energy, but you always have to learn how to distinguish between what's yours and what's not yours. And it's easier said than done. I get it. But the more we do it, the more we practice it, the more experience you get with it. Also, don't let most people send negative energy to you, hexes, curses, and all that weird stuff, so that you can not get what you deserve. You might be an all-around great person, and people be like, oh, I need to humble her. Humble what? Humble what? Why? What if they're already humble? What if they grew up humbly? And some people just right out evil and angry and mad. They have everything they could ask for, but they still are bitter betties. That's because there's something on the inside that they need to look at. It's never you. It's always them, especially when you're sending out negativity to another person, especially if you don't know them. And unfortunately, sometimes it's over men or women and stuff. Like, nobody owns anybody. God owns us, and he gives us the choice to do what we want. So how can the next human have control over you? Think about it. So let's keep going. Connection to the divine. Some believe that understanding and applying spiritual laws can deepen the connection to higher power or source of creation, responsibility, and empowerment. Spiritual laws also highlight our responsibility for our choices and actions, empowering us to create the life we desire. In essence, spiritual laws provide a framework for understanding the inner consciousness of all things and the power of consciousness in shaping our reality. They offer a path towards personal growth, spiritual awakening, and a more meaningful life. The choice is yours. So, let's all continue to learn together so we can continue to grow together. And as I always say, remember to pray. Bye, guys.